Oops. Okay. Here's a life hack. When you set your intention to be solely for the sake of, bettering yourself, for the sake of God, and you get rewarded for it in our religion. So, finished chapter 4 last time. Today we're doing chapter 5, but some aspects we cannot go over. So let me just cancel that out first. Welcome to the stream, Isaiah and Killer. Welcome back. Hope you guys had a good day so far. I'm just gonna censor something since we have the occasional younglings. Also, I don't know what I would even write for that. I'm literally not even married. How's your day? My day was absolutely perfect. The weather after the rain is always the most beautiful. So I really enjoyed my hike. So, yep, I went on a hike. I wouldn't prefer going by myself. It's just that I don't have anyone to go with, and it's kind of something spontaneous whenever I want to go. I just look outside and be like, I want to go, and you can't ask just anybody to go with you. You have to tell people in advance, but I never know when I want to do things. Yeah, I was hiking. And, unfortunately, the hike was closed. So I went on another trail, but then that trail was kind of sus. And someone was falling behind me, and I was like, I better get out of here. Just paranoid, But it was fun, for the most part. As long as it lasted. It was kind of short, though. Anyways, so intellectual. Oh, welcome. Or yeah, you've been back. Oh, okay. In California, yep. So welcome back, Isaiah. I didn't even know you left. So let's continue with the chapter 5. Yes, chapter 5. I did a bit of this in the morning just because somebody requested me to. So then, yeah. I don't know if I read this already. I did read the other page, but this boy disturbed me. So, intellectual boundaries refer to your thoughts and ideas. You're free to have an opinion about anything you want, and when you express your opinion, your words shouldn't be dismissed, belittled, or ridiculed. However, Simil, oh, welcome to the stream, Simil. He's not new. Oh, actually, I think it's not Simil, it's Gamal, right? Because you're Turkish. I remember you're Turkish. So, a lot of Gamals in Turkey. Is that how you say it? So, however, staying mindful of what topics are appropriate versus inappropriate inappropriate in a specific situation is another way of respecting intellectual boundaries. When a parent has an appropriate conversation with a child, it's an intellectual boundary violation. Remember this, sometimes the boundary is living your life according to your plans for yourself. It's good to listen to others when what they say is valuable and helpful, but it's also good to stay mindful of who is offering their take about what's best for you. When people tell you what you should do, know that staying on track with your goals is adhering to your boundaries. I kind of felt bad, because my friends were on a call, and I wanted to live stream, but I also wanted to join the call, but I have a goal, I could join the call later, they don't have to do it right now. And also, they're just usually talking to each other. I don't really have much to add to it, so. I am new. I've seen you before, Kamal. I already know you. Welcome to the stream, JJ Drifts. It's like said Jamal, but written Kamal. Yeah. So, emotional boundaries. When you share your feelings, it's reasonable to expect others to support you. For some of us, expressing emotions isn't easy. So when someone belittles your emotions or invalidates your feelings, they are violating your emotional boundaries. This can make you feel uncomfortable the next time you want to express what you feel. With healthy emotional boundaries, you express your feelings and personal information to others gradually, not all at once. This is key here. Not all at once. This also means you share only when it's appropriate and you choose your confidence carefully. They're fighting. What are we learning here? Boundaries, boundaries. You've been disturbing everyone's boundaries all day. Dude, today we're going to a water park. Nice. That's awesome. But isn't it kind of cold though? Like, because right now it's December. Unless you're from Australia or something. I would imagine it's pretty cold. And welcome to the stream, Kayla Han. And yeah, those kitties are fighting. Send $400. Sent? You want to send it? Oh my gosh, that's so nice of you, D Spark. D Spark. Oh, Africa. Bro, I keep forgetting, bro. Okay, so it's so cold, like 4 degrees here. Yeah, I know, in Turkey, like, it literally snows. So this also means you share only when it's appropriate and you choose your confidence carefully. Remember this, sometimes a boundary with yourself means sharing only what you want other people to know while keeping the rest to yourself. You have a right to privacy even when people request more information. Others don't have to understand your boundaries to honor them. Feel sorry for Canada. Yeah, honestly, like, I can't imagine living with that. Like, that pain of the cold every single day. It's crazy. And the fact that, like, their winters last way longer is also insane. So, material boundaries have to do with your possessions. Your stuff is your stuff. If you decide to share your stuff, it's your choice. You also have the right to determine how others treat your possessions. If you loan a tool in good condition to a friend, it's appropriate to expect the tool to be returned in the same shape. When someone returns something in worse condition or doesn't return it at all, they've violated your material boundaries. Time. Time boundaries consist of how you manage your time, how you allow others to use your time, how you deal with favor requests, and how you structure your free time. People with time boundary issues struggle with work-life balance, self-care, and prioritizing their needs. Giving up your time to others is one significant way that you might violate your time boundaries. Exactly. No one can waste your time, okay? You have boundaries. If you don't have time for something that you want to do, you don't have healthy boundaries with time. That you want to do. That's the key thing here. You need to make time for the things that you want to do. Otherwise you're being unhealthy with your boundaries. Time boundary. It's like, doom scrolling or just wasting time. All year, every year. True that. Exercise. So now that you're familiar with the 6 types of boundaries, let's practice. For each of these 6 types, write a boundary that you would like to set for yourself. So, physical boundary. Well, I only have about physical boundaries. Like, I don't really interact with people like that. I do hug my mom, but she's not here right now. She's like traveling. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna stream when she comes back, because usually like she's in this room. So I don't really have my own room. I'm just making use of it while I do. Um, but yeah, I just wanna like, what would you guys answer this? How would you guys answer this? In what ways would you implicate physical boundaries? Because right here, physical boundaries, as we went over in the first stream today, it was like, it's a perimeter around your body. We have a certain level of awareness with our body and what feels comfortable to us, and everyone's need is term of different. But we can tell people our preferences about personal space and physical touch. So if anyone's being like very personal and you don't want that, that's the kind of boundary to set. But no one's like that in my life, so I don't know if I have anything to answer for this. Where do you sleep if you don't have a room? So I sleep here, like right next to my mom, which is sad because, you know, someone this old should not be sleeping next to their parents, you know? But that's what happens when you're poor, you don't have your own room. But it's fine. God is with the patient. So at least for now, I have my own room because she's not here. She's traveling. She's in my grandma's house, so it's in another country. But she's not coming till February. So I have like 1 month left of having my own room. It's really nice. I always have the projector on, which right now I don't, but I think I'll skip physical since this intellectual boundary. I forgot what that was. Oh, actually, sometimes I like people to try to handshake or like give me a high five. It hasn't happened in a long time, but last time it happened it was like with my orthodontist. So eh, you're home alone. I have two siblings and my dad, but we don't really talk that much. My dad is always at work, and when I go to sleep, he comes home, and then when I wake up, he's at work. So I barely see him. The times I do, he's kind of angry. So I tried to implement some boundaries last time, but then that just led him to feeling offended. So then I don't know how to interact with him that much. My sister, I am close to, but my brother, I don't really talk to. So yeah, I'm basically home alone with my sister. Wait, and it's really vibey, honestly. I like this. But yeah, everyone has their problems in life. This happens to be mine, and it's better than having internal problems. Like, I mean, I do have internal problems, like people pleasing, but it's not as bad as it could be. Like some people hate themselves; they can't live with themselves. But I'm glad I have self compassion, and my test is different than that. I love my dad. I hate my dad. Yeah, dads are very controversial people. Like, sometimes if they're acting like as a true father figure in your life, they stick with you. They're present in your life. They teach you things. They're smart. They're providing. They actually do what they're meant to do. Why would you not like your dad? And not everyone's dad is the same though. Some people they don't act fatherly even though they're your father. Like they may have contributed to the upbringing of you, like to bring in this world, but they didn't really add to your upbringing, so yeah, it's different for everybody. But if you guys want to talk about why you hate or love your dad, you can, but I wouldn't like force you guys if you're uncomfortable with that. I'm curious to know why though, so let me know if you're comfortable sharing. If not, that's fine. But intellectual boundaries refer to your thoughts and ideas. You're free from having your own opinion and to express your opinion. Okay, words shouldn't be dismissed, belittled, or ridiculed. So, welcome back, Isaiah. I'm the youngest. Yeah, you're 12, right? So, I'm also the youngest in my family. So, some intellectual boundaries I'd like to apply into my life. Did you leave live? Me? No, I didn't. I believe you. He said one word. Is I one. How am I number two? Where's Pixie? Oh my gosh. I I don't know. She was here earlier in the live, but then she just left, and now they're both gone from the stream. It's just so sad. They're supposed to be here. Welcome to the stream, Alex Aguiar. How's your day been, Alex? Okay, so emotional boundaries. I just need a quick reminder what that is. So when you share your feelings, it's reasonable to expect others to support you. For example, expressing emotions isn't easy. For when someone belittles your emotions or invalidates your feelings, they're violating your emotional boundaries. So people should support your emotions. Hello, welcome to the stream. Be happy, cause why not? That's such a nice username. I love that. Where are you? I am from California, so 6:52 p.m. right now. I fixed my clock for anyone who said that it was 2 minutes ahead. I did that today. Really, every live I just have one. I don't really know what happened. Have one what? I hate my dad because let's just say he didn't do good things and he created lots of traumas for me and my sister. I'm really sorry to hear that, Kamal. If you want to talk about your trauma, you can. It wouldn't be trauma dumping. I'm actually curious because, I love hearing people, uh, and hearing their problems. Like I wouldn't feel overwhelmed by that because, you know, when it takes a lot of courage to tell people your problems. But I think it's better than bottling things up. And like sometimes hearing people out, hearing other people's problems, it makes you look at your own life and be appreciative for those things not having happened to you. So, in a way, it makes you more grateful, but also makes you aware of the problems of the world. And yeah, I live apart from him, so it's okay though. Really? So are you like old enough to have your own place, or you guys just like? I don't know if it's okay to ask this, but you don't have to answer it. Just like, do you are you like old enough to live away from him, or are you just like living with your other parent or something? Come on, Lord. Yeah, it's interesting though. Not to be pushy, but do you have a mother that works two jobs? My mom, she works just like Instacart, like that delivery thing, but not like an official job. So she has to do it in secret though, because my dad just takes the money if he sees her getting anything. If he doesn't take the money, he says like, "Oh, use your own money." When she asks him for money, it's really bad. Like I don't know why providers are like that. Like you're supposed to provide, but he's always saying like, "Oh, I don't have money." Like, what do you have? Why do you work all the time? Where does it go? Well, he gives it to other people. So, like, who matters more than your closest family? Why do you even have a family? But I don't really get salty like that. I just accept it. Like, okay, he's not a dependent person. That's why I have to study hard and depend on myself. You can't rely on a man. Yeah, I live in a house that I pay rent. I'm 21. No way, that's crazy. Good job for you. Like, I'm proud of you, Kamal, because it takes a lot of like you're very independent. I wish I were like you so that I don't have to share a room, but it's not that easy here. You know, because yeah, it's pretty expensive to even afford the smallest place in California. But yeah, he's the main character. We are cooked. Not too pushy though. Yeah, he's the main character. But he's doing really well with his situation. I'm proud of you. I don't know how I would deal with my situation though. Like all I'm thinking is that I should just graduate, get a job after that, but graduating would take like a whole year or more. You're welcome. Time boundary. What is the time boundary? Well, all right. So for each of the six boundaries, describe a way that your boundary has been violated. Wait, didn't I just do that though? Write a boundary that you'd like to set for yourself. Oh, I probably answered all this wrong. I should just answer. Bad thing Kike isn't here. You would love him so. Really? I work in a grocery store as a cashier. It doesn't pay that well, but enough for me to get by. But for my classes for college, it's a mess. I got so many failed classes and I'm trying to pass them. You know, you know how you said that you used to be a good student? Like, I find it really hard to like imagine or like not hard but like I can't imagine like how it must feel like to go from that and to like become someone like you can't recognize because I've never been a good student. I feel like I've always just done things to get through, and I didn't really study much because like I didn't have a space to study. You know how I don't have a room, but you used to be good and you have your own room or like you have your own space and like you just can't find it in you to be that good student that you once were. So it like I know, like, it must hurt so much to see yourself become like that. But I'm sure you could find that again in you. And losing a part of me. Oh my gosh, that's so unfortunate. It's, man, I know it must be like trauma related because, whew, that doesn't happen for no reason, you know? It happens from something inside you to, you know, make you feel a certain way. But as long as we're live like I'm live streaming, I hope that inspires other people to study along with me. If not, uh, if they're not like studying what I'm studying, but just like doing their own thing, and like I'll be that accountability partner to help you study as well. Backstory time. Yeah, that's interesting. What caused you to feel like that? Like, I don't mind hearing the whole backstory, but you don't have to say it if you're uncomfortable. Again, I was I would never like make force someone to say something they don't want to. Wait, I only answered all of that here. I didn't say how I would do the intellectual boundary. Um, like my hobby was studying, doing homework on time, and it felt amazing, and that's why I got into college. But after that, some incident happened in the family that caused me to fail so many classes. Man, I knew it was related to your dad. He sounds so evil. Not to backbite him. I don't know him though, but yeah, like I can't imagine like what it must have been like to have been a straight A student like you. That's what I'm trying to be like, you know. Your hobbies and studying and doing homework on time and all that. That's what I strive to be like, and maybe that's why you're in the stream, because you see that version, that view that you used to be in this stream, like what we're trying to work towards. That's why you're here, and losing all the disciplines I once had. Why didn't you say you have a sister? Me or him? Because we both have sisters. But yeah, the stream reminds me of those times. Yes, exactly. You have to find that in you. That's why that's why you feel attracted to this hobby of that I'm trying to put in even during winter break, because I know it will cultivate that version of you, and you'll become that version of yourself again. And next semester, if you're on a break right now, if you're still in school, because I don't know the Turkish curriculum, but this next semester, you will pass all your classes, inshallah. Like you will get there, um, and yeah, you will find that version of you inside you. I have an elder sister. She lives by herself and she's good. Alhamdulillah, it's good that she's living alone, because no one should live with someone who you know made that. Yeah, inshallah. No one should be around your dad anymore, honestly. Like it's more obedient to be away from him than to be around him and to like, you know, because you're gonna end up disrespecting. We're gonna end up yelling and having those fights. If you're moving away from him, that's an act of kindness because you don't want to hurt him. You don't want to be in that space, and you don't want to get hurt as well. You know, your body is a trust from God. You're supposed to protect this body. You know, this is the opposite of self harm. You're protecting yourself from staying away from someone like that, and God understands that he wasn't a good person to you, and everything that you're doing right, and you will find that healed version of you, inshallah. So, emotional boundary. I forgot what that was. When you share your feelings, it's reasonable for others to support you. Okay. Oops. Why is weird, Drea? I'm just saying that you've been through a lot. Even if I don't know specifically, if it made you go from that to failing all your classes, it must have been really hard. And you know, it's not gonna be easy to get back to that place you once were, but you know, you will, inshallah. Everything that happened is like, it's like in a battlefield. You know, it just makes you stronger. I want to be number one in the stream. So, who is number one? They're not even talking. They're number one. Oh, it's Isaiah. Dang, you're so talented. Thank you. So, sup, Rios? Oh, welcome to the stream. Welcome back, Rios. Hello. Oh my gosh. Hello, Meow and Rios. Nice. Welcome back, you guys. Yeah, it's too difficult to get back what you have lost. And when you even think, oh, that would never happen to me, it happens in an instant before you even notice. Life is tricky. Wow, that's so deep because I know you felt like you could never imagine yourself failing a class. It must have been so heartbreaking to see that happen to you. And it's still heartbreaking because you're not out of there yet. So I can't imagine like how it feels. But yeah, that's why we should never judge anybody. Be like, oh, look at how fat that person is. Oh, look at how that person is, because that could be you. You never know. But not to say that you ever judge somebody. But I'm just saying if. If I ever think that way about someone, I should think back like, oh, that happened to Kamal. That's why I shouldn't be like that. I will miss 2025. Really, Meow. What did you like about 2025? What's your favorite memory? Nah, Rios isn't that cool, so. What? You didn't. He's not cool. What? That's kind of mean. Why does my cat always run from my little dog? Oh, 3 months old? That's so cute. Jamie's what I will call you. Yeah. Come on, write a poem. Yeah, write a poem. So, pause, take a moment to reflect on your words before moving on, and take a few moments to breathe if you need to. Sometimes it's easier to see when others violate our boundaries, and it's less obvious to see when we are overstepping others' boundaries. Impending on someone else's boundaries doesn't make you a bad person. Most often, it happens when we're unaware of what makes a relationship healthy or unhealthy. Whether you have intentionally or unintentionally violated someone's boundary, it's essential to be honest with yourself. I have dishonored other people's boundaries in the following ways. Well, I haven't done anything weird physically, so this is empty. I'm good here. So, intellectually, I could be dismissive. I've noticed I don't really take people's opinions too hard or accepting of all that. If something's controversial, it's controversial for a reason. I'm not very. I could be dismissive, and I don't want to be that way. So I kind of hold my tongue when someone says something that I don't like, but it does bother me. So I don't know what to do about that. Emotional. Okay. But I get it, she's too snappy. He keeps trying to bite my fingers. And she jumps on his back. Dang. I got some poems that I have written. Really, Kamal, share them. Then start your bars for the world. Don't let them miss out. How did Killer? How did you know he was a poem writer? Did did he say that before, or did you just assume that he was good at poetry? After acknowledging how you violated someone else's boundary and about how the revelation of yourself may keep you. I don't want to do this part because I need to work on myself. Hmm. But she's nice a little. But if I don't type, I'm playing Clash Royale. I see. I always heard of that game, but I've never played it. You are Killer? Wait, Killer, you are Kamal? No, no, no. You're from Africa. Kamal is Turkish. So, micro violations. Boundary micro violations are small violations that often occur in everyday encounters, as opposed to long term relationships. We aren't usually as emotionally affected by them, or they don't spill over into the rest of our day because we don't view the encounters as significant. Micro boundaries violations can become more important over time, however, if they are repeated and persistent. Examples of microboundary violations: you decline a lunch invitation from your coworker. Over the next 2 days, your usually chatty coworker doesn't speak to you. You are standing in line at the store and trying to maintain a 6 foot distance, despite signage posted and your attempts to create safe space. To create space, the person behind you is standing too close. Addressing micro violations eliminates the opportunity for things to evolve into macro violations. Also, addressing the micro offense may give you the courage to address the macro offense. Hmm. So you have to deal with the small things before they get bigger. Sometimes let a lot of things go. It's not good. In your free time, it's super fun and dependent. It depends on strategy. I see. Yeah, it is a you know war and like just like politics and like fighting in general. It takes a lot of strategy, like critical thinking. So yeah, it's cool. Even though it's just a game, like like to think that people actually did this in real life, and they still do. I mean, not including genocides. That's not really war, but like real wars, like it's really cool, but also very sad. So macro violations, boundary micro violations are significant violations that erode the fabric of our relationships with others. These are long-standing and persistent. Their frequency and intensity can even change the structure of a relationship. Examples of macro boundary violations. Whenever you discuss financial achievements with your brother, he asks to borrow money. Your parents gossip about your siblings' relationship with their partners. it makes you feel uncomfortable to be involved in the conversation. Exercise. Please list the boundary issues in each category that you've experienced in your relationships. Well, I have trauma amnesia, so like I don't try to remember anything that bothers me. I just try to forget it like automatically. My brain forgets it, so I don't like my memory is always cleared. Like I remember some things only when it happens again. You know, it's like the golden night. What is the golden night? I haven't heard of that. I'm wondering how kids are able to use phones at a very young age. I know it's so scary, bro. Like they should not be that. They should not be on the phone at that age. You know, you could be exposed to whole different types of things, and it's not good. But yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to use my mom's phone as well, but only for like um things like not YouTube, but like well, I guess like yeah, for playing games. You know, like Temple Run stuff like that, Plant vs Zombies. So those days were fun, but I wouldn't let any kid use like social media. But they're always on TikTok. It's so scary. But it's not coming to my mind what like these boundary issues. So I might have to stop here because I'm not learning anything. Oh, I'm almost done too. But let's see. Do you guys have any micro boundary issues or macro boundary issues? List them in the chat so that I could be remembered, like I could be reminded of like anything that bothers me in a small way and then in a big way. It's a character that is powerful. He does big damage in Dash. Wait, Plant vs Zombies. Yeah, I love that game, bro. Well, I used to. I don't play it anymore, but I love Plant vs Zombies. I still play Temple Run and PVZ. Nice, nice. Those are the classics. You know, I love the garden, the Zen garden. You can just collect money and then sell your plants, and it's so like satisfying. I don't know. I don't know what micro boundary issues are. The best game to ever be made. When was their age? I was eating soil and giving it a score with my homeboy. That's funny. I think I'm mostly done with chapter 5, honestly. I might fill out this page later when it comes to me, but for today, I think I'll call it here. I've never eaten soil, though. I've definitely eaten sand, because I know that gritty teeth feeling on the beach when it accidentally flies in your mouth, but never on purpose. But how does soil taste? Like, Isaiah, do you have a Nintendo Switch? Do you play Splatoon, or did you used to? Because honestly, that game died, but it was like my favorite. Now it's all dead. Like, there's nobody playing it anymore. It's so sad though. You have to pay for Nintendo Online. It used to be free. They just charge you for no reason. Yes, you play Splatoon. Nice. It's like the funnest game ever. The best video game for me is Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh my gosh, nice. I love that cowboy game too. Not that I like finished the game though. I only played the first one. I like saw the portion of the gameplay. So cool though. Lesson 5. Can you get into the call with your friends? Me? Or like in Splatoon? I think you can. Lesson 5. Projectile motion, throwing, falling, and why gravity doesn't care. The core idea, this is the whole lesson. Horizontal and vertical motions are independent. So you already basically said this earlier, now we formalize it. That means gravity affects vertical motion only. Horizontal motion continues unchanged if no air resistance. Classic example, dropping versus throwing. Imagine two balls at the same height. Ball A dropped straight down. Ball B thrown horizontally. Question, which one hits the ground first? Physical answer, they hit the ground at the same time. What? No way. Damn, I would think ball A fell faster. Because you're flying in the air, but I guess gravity is still working. But same vertical height, same gravity, same initial vertical motion, zero. Horizontal speed doesn't matter. But then how's it going that way? Isn't there some extra force when that? Anyways, break motion into components. Every projectile has horizontal motion, constant velocity. Vertical motion accelerated by gravity. You analyze them separately, then combine. It's one of the most powerful tricks in physics. What paths look like. When you combine constant horizontal motion, accelerating vertical motion, you get a parabola, a smooth curve. Oh, it's like that. It's like an upside down parabola. One time, a friend told my other friend that loves Harry Potter if runs into a wall, she would go to Hogwarts. She found that when I was like 5. It was funny. Seeing her do it, I warned her about it. Oh yeah, I remember that scene in 9 3/4. That train scene. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. How they did that. It's like you just tap the brakes, then you go into this whole train station. Man, Harry Potter is such a vibe. But yeah, don't trick kids into running into walls. That's scary. Next year is gonna be filled with multiple movies. Yeah. What movie are you looking forward to most? Sonic? That's why basketball sharks arc. Water from a fountain curves. Thrown objects don't go straight, then bottom. Important correction to intuition. People often think if you throw something forward, it stays up longer. That's literally me that said that. Physics says forward speed changes where, not when it lands. Height plus gravity decide time. Everyday intuition anchor. If you jump forward versus straight up, you're in the air for about the same time. You just land farther forward. Jump forward versus straight up, you're in the air for the same time. You just land farther forward. Same idea, true. Tiny technomath reasoning. A plane flies horizontally at constant speed and drops a package. Where does the package land relative to the plane? Well, behind it, right? Because the plane is still going horizontally. It's dropped the package. It's gonna be directly below. This is a trick question. What do you guys think? I got it wrong. It's B. Directly below it. directly below it. It already has a plane's forward velocity. Oh, so the package keeps going forward, the plane keeps moving forward. Okay, so it's okay. Package stays under the plane because of the plane's forward velocity. Yes, that's the right idea. Invincible, Demon Slayer, One Piece ending, Avengers, Doomsday, Homelander, and more, way more. Dang! One Piece ending? That show has been going on for so long. It's a good thing it's ending. What decides how long something stays in the air? Only vertical motion. Height, gravity, initial vertical velocity. Horizontal speed does not affect time in the air. So, only vertical motion. Height, gravity, initial vertical velocity. So, what decides how far it goes? Horizontal speed times the time in the air. So, faster throw, farther distance, same height, same distance, same time. This is what athletes throw forward, not upward. So, common misconception, now you won't fall for it. If you throw harder, it stays up longer. Only true if you throw it upward, not just forward. Forward does not equal up. Penny check, two balls are thrown from the same height. Ball A thrown horizontally at low speed, ball A thrown horizontally at high speed. Which one hits the ground first? Ball A. Halfway there. How could I get that wrong, guys? I'm not good at physics, bro. I might need to invest in a physics actual workbook, or like find an online textbook for this. What's a free textbook site? Open stacks. Subjects. I don't see any physics. There's no physics here? Let's see. Free physics intro textbook. Intro to physics. Hmm. Should I stick with ChatGPT or start this? Because this is a lot of reading, bro. Like, how am I supposed to learn physics like this? It's so packed. I don't know what to do. What do y'all think? It's just words and words and words, bro. Welcome back, meow. I think I can answer. It looks easy. Just read it out loud. Okay. I said ball A. It's halfway there. It's another great place to Titan's intuition. The correct physical answer is neither. They hit the ground at the same time. Well, I was thinking that, but he said that's why you throw up, not forward. That's why you throw forward, not just up. Two horizontal drone balls on the same height and line at the same time because why? Because what? Because horizontal speed does not affect time in the air. Perfect. That's the exact rule. So I know the three. So I finished lesson 5. I'm not gonna overwhelm myself, you know. Well, you know, honestly, you've mastered Newton's law of forces, work and energy, momentum, conservation laws, projectile motion. That's the core classic mechanics. Okay, we're done with lesson 5 now. That physics is so hard, bro. Like I'm genuinely trying, but it's not. It's not simple. But yeah, that's it for today. Anybody have any questions? Any comments? Any concerns? Let me know. How long was I gone? I was playing Clash. Not that long. But yeah, we're done with the stream now. I guess it was that long. Good stream. Thank you, Kamal, and hope to see you guys in future streams. And yeah, take care. Have a nice day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.